lap, 25.
Welcome everybody to our season debut of season 3 of our truck series at Daytona Super Speedway. You are definitely in for a treat today. We are going to have a big field tonight. A lot of close racing. It should definitely be some interesting racing tonight. Got started a little late, some technical issues, but we are going just in time for the qualifying. So we'll go ahead and take a look at some of these trucks here, see who gets out of here first. Looks like Zachary's taking easy here on the first lap, trying not to put a lot of heat in those tires. Sure, he's going to start going now. I'm sure he's going to make this second lap hot lap. Let's see who else we got out here. See what Randy Post can put down here. Alrighty. Here we go. Tillis, Trodu, and Gross, our top 3 right now. We have a big field tonight. We're looking at about 40 or so, I believe. I'll get everybody a count here shortly. But it's going to be a big field tonight. Should have our fair share of some yellows tonight. A lot of people's first time racing around each other, so we'll see how it goes tonight. Maybe we can get a few green flag laps. Looks like Trodu did improve his time just a little bit, but he stayed in the same position as now he's dropping as some of these guys are putting their second laps down. I'm going to look at Sean Wilder jump up there in the pole, see if that holds. A lot of our drivers are done with their qualify, though. Mike P4, good qualify there. Matthew Chase, P5, very good.
How many people are we taking?
All of them.
4.
All right, gentlemen. Welcome to the beginning of Season 3 of the HVRL Truck Series.
Here we go. We're going to listen to old Mike Kufel here. Have a good drivers meeting. Y'all can join us for that.
So welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome in. Got some higher expectations this year, so let's make sure to keep everything clean. A few things for the season. Let's make sure we are not pushing pushers. That doesn't work out well for anybody. Make sure to keep an eye on your engine temperatures. Trucks seem to get a little boomish once you get north in the 280s, so be sure to keep an eye on your temps. If you are getting high on there, that is not a reason just to plow your way to the outside. Give a little bit of distance, let them cool down, take a breath. You'll be just fine once you get them cooled back down. That being said, in this race specifically, just because you can make a move does not always mean that you need to make that move. So let's make sure that we're being conscious of the efforts we're making. If you're by yourself, let's not try to go pushing issue 3 wide, especially if you don't have any help. There's no reason to be doing stuff like that. If you are entering pit road, make sure you are staying on the outside of pit road. You should not be going down to enter your pit stall until you're about 5 away. Be sure to be listening to your spotter. When a caution comes out, do not, I repeat, do not immediately let off. That's everybody's, start slowing down from the back on the way forward. If the leader is being told to wait for the pace car, that is on the leader to call that out. Let's make sure that everybody knows what's going on when cautions happen. Let's see here. Also, make sure you guys are holding your lines. If you do find yourself getting spun around, let's make sure we're holding on to the brakes. That being said, if you see a wreck happening in front of you, be sure you're checking up, keeping an eye on your rear view. We do not accept ARCA braking. That is a penalty. No offense to anybody that's an ARCA. But what that means there is don't go plowing through the accident that's in front of you. Now, last lap is the last lap, and I'll leave that alone there. But for the other 74 laps, if you see something going on, make sure you're checking up instead of just using that collision to slow you down. Make sure we are keeping comms clear. That means not talking to people on the radio, calling anybody a bonehead, or come help me, or let's do this. This is not an open chat platform like a hosted lobby. If you're in a team, you have your team chat. So let's make sure we're keeping comms clear. The only time you should be keying up for any reason is announcing your pit road entry under green flag conditions. You do not need to announce pit road entries under cautions. Letting others know if you're disabled. That does not mean just telling people to go around you. If you're blowing up, just say blowing up, checking up, and let it go. You don't need to keep chatting. You will announce pit road entries under green flags, like I said. This is the first race of 18, guys, so let's be patient. Let's not make enemies. And remember, as usual, you cannot win the race on the first lap. I look forward to hanging out with you guys for the rest of the season. Good luck, and let's have a good one.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you putting us on.
Thank you as always.
All right, make sure on these black flags, I'm going to be doing everything up here tonight. So let's try to make it a little easy on me. Just remember on these black flags, the only thing that will be cleared is passing under yellow if another car is damaged and if you wreck through the pits. Other than that, we're not going to clear black flags. So that's it. We'll give it probably another minute. So whoever hasn't gridded, y'all better hurry up and grid. You have about a minute, minute and a half before we get this rolling. And good luck, everybody. Let's try put on a show.
Sorry, Race Control, didn't mean to cut you off. I unfortunately qualified in the bottom part of the 40s. Out of curiosity, is there enough pit stalls at this track for us?
There's not. There is something that'll be called a shared pit stall. I believe you'll see your pit stall and the other whoever else you share it with. There's only going to be about 4 or 5 people that have a shared pit stall. They're going to see their pit stall there, and everybody's ghosted in the pits anyway. And I believe that's how it's going to work. So you'll have shared pit stalls.
Thank you. That's a first for me, and I appreciate the clarification. That'll be very interesting.
It's okay. It's a first for us too. Let us know how it goes. But like I said, there's I think 47 in here if I'm not mistaken. One of y'all could verify that for me. Yeah, it looks like 47, and I think we can have 43 or 44 on this track. So should only be 3 or 4 shared pit stalls there.
And just to clarify to everybody, this is the only race that we're allowing everybody that
Looking forward to it. Thank you again.
next week. Hey, just to clarify, this is the only race that we're taking everybody on the track tonight. After this week, if there's more than what the track has pit stalls, it will be a qualified to get in. Good luck, everybody.
Number 53, he said keep comms clear.
All right, y'all give me about another 2 minutes. I'm going to run through this lineup real quick and we'll get going.
Is there stages in this race?
They not go over that, Mike?
Yes, there is stages. They are at lap 22 and 45.
All right, starting pole in our season 1 Daytona race debut. We got Sean Wilder. He might have done this last season too. I'm gonna have to check in on that. Starting P2 is gonna be Kyle Rogers. Starting in third is Daniel Everly. He is new to the league. Curious to see what showing he's got tonight. 4 is Mike Kufel. 5th is Matthew Chase. Shane Williams in 6th. Corey Moore, former teammate of mine, a good guy, and a sponsor of our ARCA series. Corey Moore in 7th. Noah Teals, he won a preseason race. He'll start P8. Kean Fry in P9. Zach Smathers in P10. Zachary Tyler in 11th. And John Presley in 12. And just to get this going, we're going to go ahead and call that. We'll definitely be able to go through more as the race goes. I'm having to run race control and the broadcast, so y'all just have to bear with me tonight. Chris or Mike, what are y'all getting for fuel? Just curious up here.
Fuel cell is 18.7.
Heard it.
Really? 18.7? I only have 18.
18.7, 18 on the range,
right on
depending if you're leading or not. Definitely going to be interesting since our stages for tonight are 22 and 45. There are stage points involved, so we are going to see how this goes. Well, I had that muted there. I went through the lineup and everything. I did have that muted. My apologies, guys. But Sean Wilder starting P1, Kyle Rogers P2, Daniel Everly P3, Mike Kufel P4, Matthew Chase 5th, Shane Williams 6th. He did win a preseason race. He'll be one to watch out
Can we
for.
close that gap up there, Scott's truck?
Corey Moore, sponsor of our ARCA series, old teammate of mine in 7th, 8th, Zachary Tyler, 9th, Noah Tills, and 10th is Tyler Starcher. So they get about 18 laps on the fuel here if we go green, and the stage is going to be 22 and 45. So our season debut of Daytona is underway.
I got a black flag for that wreck that was happening at the entrance. I got a black flag on me for passing someone that was wrecking.
'88 lift a little bit, we can work together. I gotcha.
Kyle Rogers going to lead our first lap
There we go.
of season 3. Kind of a little breakaway here. Looks like I've got about 14 of them or so.
I'm staying down low.
There we go. We have a lapper. We had a little incident go on there at the start of it. Looks like some checkups.
Thank you.
But it looks like we'll have a break. It looks like Mike made his way up there. He's got a few of his teammates up there as well. Check out his track map. See how spaced out everybody is over here. But it looks like this little group caught the first group that was behind, so I'm sure this back group around 27th or so can definitely make some ground, but they're going to have to link up to get up there. Going really clean so far besides that first little checkup. It's going really well. I'm actually really surprised with these guys. I mean, I know a lot of these guys good. I'm glad everybody's out there giving each other room. Grab everybody's taking their time. Everybody's giving each other room. I like that.
Is it cautions up stages or still rolling?
Looks like we have Shane Williams down low. High sides try to get something going. See if Mike's going to link up with any of his teammates here. He's not on a team, but he does have some unofficial teammates out there. Ball by Tyler in the number 30 there. I'll do a quick refresh. Don't mind the white trucks, just had to do a refresh on trading paints, make sure everybody's paints are lined up good.
I gotta watch my time.
Everybody is kind of linked back up here. We have at least 29, 30, 31 in that first group. You got a loner. Yeah, then we have this group here, but they really need to just single file, get tight together, and try to make up some ground on that big group. But they're a good enough group. They probably won't be lapped at stage. I'm sure they're hoping for a caution to come out. Looks like Mike Kufel has made it out front again. Go ahead and get you guys a cockpit view so everybody can see what it's like kind of running around with somebody off in the field. We'll follow with old Matthew Chase here. Now when he starts drafting a little bit more, you can really see coming in some of these corners, coming into corner one here. We cross the start finish line there. It's really kind of hard to see when the corners are coming up, especially if you're on that downside and you just try to stay behind everybody. It's really hard with everybody's inputs to stay lined up. You just have to trust the guys around you. That's all you can do. And there is a lot of let off on the throttle as well. You have to be easy on that. It's not just full throttle around these like a lot of people probably think. See some people are checking up there. Yeah, you see, you really got to lift off sometimes here. Oh, as we have a caution. Let's go see where that happened at. It's like Trenton Best Grove.
We're going to be catching the pace car entering the backstretch.
There we are.
Hey,
We'll watch that
I
again.
didn't notice, but it looks like you got some right front damage.
Let's get a rear chase view on this. Kind of see what's going on for everybody better. Sure, somebody checked up. Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, it looks like Bobby got a little bit. Let's go. Got in the Cornwell there.
He's gonna be coming high out of 2.
Or
going
Connell. Oh yeah, just collect some people around there. See how many people get collected in this.
Going into turn 3.
Oop, hold them, hold them, hold them. Not too bad. Now, I want to go see where this really started. I know it started with Bobby Grady.
133, you got to pass me, boss. 33, you got to pass me, bud.
Oh, the 5 went off track. He tried to check up there. Yep, that's all it was.
Sorry.
did happen here with the number 5. Oh, yeah. Yep. Looks like he got a little push from the 44 there. Yep, this just kind of started all that. That's how she will go sometimes. Not a lot of people involved there. That was everybody's able to slow up just enough. That kind of was a long developing one. So that's probably a good thing. Let's see who we can get in here. Just see how the race is going so far. Talk to some of these drivers here. Let's pull up Bobby Grady. He was involved in that. Hey, Bobby, you're in a booth up here with Sean and Sean alone. How's it going, man? I see we see you're caught up in that incident a little bit, trying to slow up and just kind of got tapped in the rear.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of this track. You just got to try and stay out of trouble, and sometimes it isn't none of your deal, and it happens.
It does. Do you have a lot of damage, or are you okay?
I'm a 4X, so I got a little bit, but I got it all cleaned up in the pits, I think, and saved my fast repair anyway. So got some work to do now.
That is definitely key. Where are you at? About 29th or so? Yeah, that's what it's showing.
Yeah.
So around there. Okay. All right. We just want to make sure you didn't have to use that fast repair of yours, man. So good luck to you.
Not yet. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. All right. Bobby Grady. Been here since season 1. Love to have him.
34 and 69. Can we close up this gap?
Let's get back up front. We got Mike Gouffel still leading the pack here. It'll definitely be interesting now since everybody's back together. Fuel should not be an issue now since they were able to pit. I'm sure most of them came down pits. All right, now stage is at 22. So we're going to close the pits at lap 20. We'll throw a caution on lap 22. And stage points are in play, so top 10 will get stage points. So those are going to be pretty key throughout the season with our playoff system. So these guys can be racing hard for these stage points. Here we go, green again. Mike's getting a pretty good jump. Hopefully he slows down a little bit so he can let these guys draft so he doesn't get, it's like a little three-way breakaway there. There they go. There they go. They're going to link up nice here. See these cars behind them are going to end up with the big run, but there might not be anywhere to go back there. We go 3 wide back there. Watching Christopher Dyke here in the 87. Returning driver as well. Hopefully he has a good season. Those guys up front are staying really tight, so they're getting some good pushes. They're staying pretty tight up there. They definitely look comfortable with each other up front. Oh, looks like we got a guy off the track down there. Anthony Hall. Let's see what's going on with Anthony here. Wonder if he didn't pit and has to come pit now and was hoping for another caution. Oh, he might have just got pushed down in pits. I'm not sure what he's doing now. Drive-through. Sure you don't have a 20X drive-through already. Lap 16. Here we go with Mike again. Starting out some good points. A lot of these, there'll be quite a bit of guys with a lot of points for leading a lap. Points for leading most laps is definitely going to be a pretty big bonus. Of course, that 0X is always a good bonus too, but that's going to be really hard to do. But I hope a lot of drivers get it here at Daytona. Oh, Eli Stack here in 18. He's a newcomer to the league. Chris probably trying to work his way up to his teammate. He's got a teammate in front of him, Matthew Chase. Actually, I don't believe they are teammates in the truck series. Nope, they are. Oh, 38 spins. That would have. Oh, that's a way to save it. Way to save it. That was Shane Williams. Let's go back to that. Watch that save. Able to watch that. That was just a. It kind of drifts down there. Looks like someone's kind of coming up. He probably just got a push right there on the corner. That's what it was. And he goes off. He goes. Oh, the 38. And who is that? Does he save it here?
5.
Oh, no, he does not. Hard hit for Shane Williams. That is definitely going to put him behind the 8 ball there. Pits are going to close this lap. All right, pits are closed to the stage. All right, let's right up with Mike again. He's been leading a lot of laps tonight. He definitely wants to be out front. Normally get out of all the issues that you'll have from the wrecks, but it's been surprisingly well ran today. I'm really happy with these guys and what they're showing. As Mike comes out of corner 4 here, coming to the final lap of the stage this time by.
Trent, hopefully that was okay, man.
See what we got. There should be some jockeying going on right here as everybody's going to try to make their move. Probably right here. Maybe on the backstretch going into 3. You might see some 3 wides here. See if anybody wants to chance it or just be okay with the few stage points they have and make it to round stage 2 maybe. Oh, we got a wreck going on.
Dango shoot. I think we're about half a lap.
All right, there we go. Caution in the back, guys, and that will be stage.
I didn't know anybody was coming up on me. I'm sorry. I was trying to fucking keep it on the track.
Let's do watch language, please.
Sorry.
All right, Mike Ufel was able to win that.
Middle of backstretch.
Zachary Tyler, Sean Wilder, Corey Moore, Matthew Chase, Teals, Chris Weinegar, Starcher, Grady, and Eli Stack. Very good for those guys. Caution came out a little bit probably before they started making their move, so that's probably a good thing. Might have been some little jostling going on and created some wrecks, so that's good. I thought that was a very successful first stage, guys. Very well. Very, very good.
Sorry about that, man.
Most of these guys are probably going to go in the pit. Kind of have to here. There are some that will stay out to get their lap bats. Some are going to be lucky dogs. And we will get our stage winner, Mike Kufel, in here. As soon as he gets out of the pits and he's done doing what he's doing. There they go.
Lucky dog coming high.
There are some that are changing tires. There's some that are not. Some pit strategies going on. Oh, we got somebody that turned in there. Yeah.
That's why we stay on the right side of the pit lane.
Yep, as you see that little contact there, you definitely want to stay on the right side of the pit lane. Those things like that will happen. Let's go interview. Our stage winner, Mike Kufel, part-time runner, full-time stage winner.
That's it, buddy.
How you doing, man? Were you happy with that caution? I thought a lot of drivers were probably going to start making their move around 3 or 4, but it did seem like a lot of people were kind of content with just getting wherever they were in stage points and maybe not making a move. But we weren't able to find out because that caution came out, so I'm sure you're happy with that.
Absolutely, yeah. I kind of felt the electricity in the air building, but I was pretty comfortable where I was at. You know, I know Zachary Tyler's really good at pushing as well, and I had a teammate behind him, so we had eyes all around. So I felt pretty comfortable coming around, but I was definitely happy to see the flag come out and didn't have to roll the dice and see what was going to happen.
Right. See, you lost a couple spots there in the pits. Did you change any tires or anything, or did you just? I don't.
Yep, I took 4.
Okay.
So this was gonna. I don't know. Hopefully nobody else was listening in the race, but this is the only time I intend to take 4.
Right. Hey,
Yes,
well, take it from me. It's definitely hard to listen and race at the same time, so they probably aren't listening, but that's okay. I think there were quite a few that took tires there, which was a surprise to me. But you actually didn't lose you many spots, so there was quite a few that took tires there, it looks like. So.
So for taking 4 and only losing 4 spots, I couldn't be much more happier with that.
No, I wouldn't think you are. Race going really good so far, I think. Yeah, really. I mean, 47 drivers out there, man. I think this race is going great so far. Y'all are all doing great, man. So keep it up. Hopefully I'll get to talk to you here in stage 2, maybe.
I appreciate it, buddy. Enjoy the show.
All right. Thanks, buddy. All right. Mike Kufel, a super speedway specialist, we'll say. and self-proclaimed winner of season 4 next season, just so everybody knows. But he is definitely always a contender on the Speedway. He does a lot of practice on the Speedways, and yeah, I think he's real comfortable with them, especially if he gets around his teammates, which they're normally always right around him, as he's got one to his right side there. And Sean Wilder is a teammate, along with the 71 of Matthew Chase, which is in 14th. And then Chris Weiniger there in the 53. So, all right, let's start this thing back up as we get ready to go green. See if we can go all stage with green. Get to see some green flag pit stops. That would be awesome. Go. Zachary Tyre leads him around. A little bit of shuffling going on. The inside line is going strong. It doesn't seem like that outside line. Not a lot of people are wanting to go out there and run. They're just trying to find holes and kind of dip down low. There's John Shields in 21. Glad to see him back. Good luck to you, John. There's Eli Stack again. Matthew Chase, admin in our league. See if he can put it together for a season. I think he's going to have a real good season this season. Trying to form that outside line. It looks like a pretty good line. They should be able to get a good run here. As Jace Keller's leading the charge there on the outside. We got 2 packs for him. It looks like this one probably has 20, 25 in it. The next one's going to have about 15 in it.
Zach, can you like run just a smidge higher in the turn? I need to get some air to my front.
Yes, sir.
Check on this back group down here. they are making up some ground. All right, they are gonna link up with this second pack, and it looks like they have about caught them. That is good. So we're gonna have one large field again. A little jockeying going up there with the 42. Zach Smathers trying to work his way back up there. You got to be careful on your moves here for sure. You have the risk reward on how much stage points are important to you. You definitely don't wind up getting in a wreck and having to use that fast repair in the first stage, because then you're just playing defense the rest of the day, and that's definitely not a lot of fun to race if you're playing defense half the race. Jace Keller on that outside looks like dropped down, and we have a new leader in the 48. Jace Keller, Zachary Tyler in the 29, coming pretty hard on the outside there.
Overheating. I didn't even have a cluster or anything. I think it was a little hot.
Very fine, dude.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Stay in the gas up front. Stay in the gas.
Definitely have the wreck going on back there. Yeah, that's a lot going on back there. Back to our replay here and see what happened here. What happened?
Where are you at, 69? You damaged?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm damaged. Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm probably gonna get a black flag, race control.
Pace car, oh my God, guys. Pace car is just out of 2 on the backstretch.
Y'all have a good run.
Mason, you gotta get in front of me, man. Checking up out of the middle of the backstretch. Weak.
Who's the one that's slowing down? We need to give him EOL then. Sorry about that. Do a little race control too.
Checking up into 3 guys.
Like, yep, here we go. Let's watch old Shane Williams here, because it looks like, yeah, that 3's just going in there just a little hard. Wasn't a lot of room there. I don't know if the 38 was slow up there. Oh yeah, he's damaged, doing a little bit of slow. 3 just had to hurry up and react, try to dive low. They're trying to split them, and 38 probably didn't have much place to go. Maybe a little neck cove there. We'll see what all that involves, people, as he tumbles. Oh my. Hope he is all right there. That was a good wreck. But again, not a lot of people, a huge amount of people involved there. So that's really good. Little connection issues right now. Have to get that fixed. There we are. I love iRacing sometimes.
Lucky Dog 23. Lucky Dog 23 on the outside.
Lucky Dog's going around the outside.
So now Kyle Rogers up there after that pit cycle.
Did anybody get a Lucky Dog that time around?
Tim Taylor's mic's not working. He said he had one, but I didn't see him go around yet.
'Cause I was just wondering. I thought I was in Lucky Dog position, and then it says I'm the only one lap down.
You were involved in an incident. If you're involved in an incident during that wreck, it'll always bypass you as a lucky dog.
Oh, okay. That sucks.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of that a few times. But yeah, that's how it works. So even if you get a little 1X or anything, if you are the lucky dog candidate, it'll just go to the next one until it was somebody that qualifies that didn't have an X.
10-4.
All right, let's get this thing green. Looks like we're going to have about our stage is on lap 45, so we're going to have 10 lap shootout here to stage. Of course, it's not a shootout. These laps are long. Go, Kyle Rogers leads them off there. See some movement around by the old 48 there. Trying to dive low, getting that preferred line for these guys. All right. Kyle Starcher and Zachary Tyler both dropped down from the high line there. See if Mike and Corey Moore can work together. Get up front. Really doesn't have any help. There we go. It's 48. Jumps out there.
Hey, 22 got a black flag because the back of the field hadn't passed him yet. Can that get cleared?
Said the 22.
Yeah, the 22. He doesn't have the ability to talk in the race chat. He's on my team.
Sorry about the broadcast today. It'll be much better next week. Running the race control and this with 47 trucks out there. It's a little hectic, but we're going to make it all work. We got Jace Keller up there in the lead, leading this large field. Keep that driver info on so we can all learn these new drivers. Mike and Corey are still trying to work on that outside, trying to get something going. They can jump in front. There they go. Oh, as Mike gets kind of, oh, that's going 3 wide there. Corey Moore kind of got left out because he drifted up too high. That was a big mistake by Corey Moore there. He is gonna watch the standings, watch how far he's gonna end up falling back unless he can find a way to dive in there somewhere. He's up toward the wall. As you can see, he's just going to keep on falling back till he can find some room. There he goes. He's going to slide in back there all the way back in 20th place. So what happens, you get out of that line, little lapse of judgment, maybe go a little high, not fall on the guy in front of you, and that's all it takes. So that car behind you is not going to wait around.
Easy, bro, easy. Be safe if you're going to
Zachary Tyler finds himself up front again as Mike's trying to give him some good pushes there. But they're not staying square to each other. Sometimes it takes a lap or two to find a guy's line and try to follow it the best you can there. Looks like they're getting it under control now. See if Mike or Zach can get some of their teammates up there. See a lot of shuffling. We got 5 laps of stage. A lot of these guys might just want to get in the safe position just in case the caution comes out, because as of now, if a caution comes out, that probably will be the completion of the stage. Getting a little side draft going on. Pretty good side draft in there. You gotta be careful of that net code because you come down really fast. The sim likes to recognize what it thinks you're gonna do. So if you come down too fast, it's gonna end up giving you a higher chance of a net code. So you gotta be careful with that. But just like he's doing there, he's getting a little decent side draft. They're all doing really well. I do want to say these truck guys are doing really well for having this many trucks on the field.
Anthony.
Okay, one more ground paint.
All right, we're getting up close in the pits this time by here. All right, pits are closed. 2 to stage. Here we go. Steve Zachary Tyler, and they are coming up to a lap car too. Shane Williams.
Leaders, I'm going high.
As he's calling out, he's going high. Give these guys plenty of room as they come. Round 3 and 4 here. Very good. He doing a great job staying out of the way. All right, we're on final lap of stage 2. Oh, we got a wreck right there, and it's going, my internet is going crazy. It's just too much going on. I got to turn the graphics down. All right, will be staged.
That lap or when we cross the line again?
All these questions can be asked after the race, sir.
Some of us were in different positions.
All that can be asked after the race. We don't, not going to change anything at this moment, knowing about it right exactly now. All right, let's go find out where that stops. See if the old internet will cooperate with me. Let's see here.
Pace cars on the back straight away.
Let's see, I've seen the 88 go around. It is.
I'm out of gas. I'm on.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not.
If you're not talking to race control, stop talking.
77, you got to go pace cars on the backstretch.
Quite see what happens there.
Hey, whoever's holding up the back half of the field, leave that for the next time.
Can I get a new well?
We'll see if that helps any. Who's that? Key up again, please.
Uh, 77. Can I get a you well?
There you go.
Thank you.
This will simmer down here shortly.
Question: what is the procedure if you have too many incidents of black flag? Is it a drive-through or you got to stop in the box?
No, that's going to be a drive-through under green.
Copy that.
There we go. 47 cars. It's a lot for our CPU today. All right. Not sure who the winner of stage 1 was. Let's go ahead and pull in Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing today, man?
And I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Are you worked up there? With all that confusion going on, I had a lot of skipping going on with my CPU. 47 cars is a lot for any CPU. I can understand.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was like, yeah, I had to turn down the draw cars. But with that, I was trying to go back and look at the wreck. I missed kind of who won that stage. Was it Zachary Tyler? Did he get that?
I believe he was the winner on that one.
I believe he was too. I didn't really get to see the standings there just after y'all came out of the pits by the time I had that issue fixed. But since you were kind of up there, I wanted to see how your ride was from mid-pack to front.
Not too bad. I'm at this point just playing it safe and been able to avoid things that have been around me, keeping the truck clean, and yeah, right now finding myself in P3 and started the race 39th. So
yeah,
well so far.
Yeah, and I see you got one of your teammates in first, and you're in third. Look at Wilder's in fourth, and where is Chase is in 13th, so he's not far behind.
No, we've been able to find ourselves pretty close to one another. Of course, with this larger field, we'll have somebody else mixed in amongst us, but no, it's been going good.
Yeah, I'm all excited on how this truck race is going. Not a whole bunch of way better than I thought it would, but I will let you go as y'all are about to go green, man. So good luck to you.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, bye. All right, Chris Weiniger there. Another admin of the league, doing really well today. This teammate starting right in front of him and right beside him. So he's in a pretty good position.
Where's the 5-car at? I'm gonna get a yellow if I can't find the 5. Or black flag.
Yeah, just let me know as soon if you get the black flag for that. That's clearable.
He just showed up. I got a black flag though. Thank you.
Go Dogs.
That is definitely, yeah, I'm not sure if anybody is out of the race yet. See some people diving off. They're going to have to serve their penalties here.
Ten 4.
Looks like we got KT taking the lead there. Returning member 2 found himself on a wrong side of a lot of wrecks. I'm sure some he could have avoided, but it seemed like every time there was a wreck, he was involved. So I'm sure he's looking to have a much better season than the way the last season 2 of the trucks went. Wilder's giving really good pushes to Mike. Got a little worrisome there. I thought he was about to hook him there. He's going to have to, yeah, there you go. Straighten that up just a little bit, get some good pushes. I'm sure they're going to drop down in front of KT, but it's definitely going to be a bonus point for KT for leading the lap. Like everybody's linked up together for these final 25 laps. People down there. Oh, is he going to save it? Is he going to save it?
Sorry about that, 21.
Oh, and that was KT. We were just talking about the luck he was having last season, as it looks like it's going to continue this season. Let's see what happened here. Oh, yep, it looks like KT just...
17.
Wilder slowed up, KT slowed up, and it looks like Mike or Chris got in the back of him. Was a good save by everybody. Real good save, guys, from stopping it from going yellow. That's a good job.
shouldn't have said nothing.
Hey, Fish car.
I wonder who the caution's for.
Oh, you're right. That's my bad. I cursed you. Well, let's go back and look at that, see what happened there. Jump to the pit, jump to the pit.
That's a pace car in the backstretch.
I came out of pits right before the leader and everyone, and before the caution, so I'm going to run apron to pass you guys here.
22, are you broke?
I don't see where the caution came out.
All right, he's moving and catching up, I think. 22 just ran out of gas.
He's going to need a new oil then.
Let me clear that for you, Mike. My bad.
When the 22 get a black flag, he's back there out of fuel.
Mike, if that affects you any, let me know. I accidentally gave you the oil instead of the 22, but I cleared it, so let me know if that did anything to you.
Yeah, I think I just have to get it back clear. I'm guessing because it's telling me to let the field by.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna.
Really trying to see where this incident had happened. I really don't understand where this caution came from. I see nobody. Love to show y'all. Don't know why it came out. Must be debris on the track. We'll go with that. But meanwhile, Mike's up front.
Good to see you, Randy. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, I cracked a beer just for Randy today.
The 9 is staying on the bottom.
I'm glad you can, Ryan.
All right, Mike, did it finally end up clearing, or is it still giving you the let everybody pass?
Say that again?
Did it clear up, or is it still wanting you to fall to the back?
It is still wanting me to fall to the back.
All right, I'll clear yours whenever, as soon as you cross here.
Copy.
All right. Well, to be honest, we've kind of seen a lot of these same names up front with the 9 of Mike Kufel, Bobby Grady, Weiniger, Keller, Starcher, Rogers, Everly, Stack, Gross, and Chase. Wilder seemed to fall back to about 41 or so, but I know he had a little damage when him and KT got into it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, there's been a little bit of jostling going in the top 10, but I mean, I've been seeing a lot of these same guys in there. So as we're seeing, we're about to go green again. It will be 20 to go. So I accidentally gave Mike an EOL instead of the guy that ran out of fuel. I'm going to have to clear his penalty real quick. Did do it for you, Mike, correct? All right. See some exciting racing here. They come around, only 20 to go. Whole stage is done. Only had about 5 cautions so far, which is a really good race for this amount of trucks. Happy to see these guys do so well in their first race together with this many trucks out here. Really good to see. It's really going to be an exciting season, man. Justin Nava, a guy we haven't got to talk about too much yet. That guy going in the pits there. Thomas Long, Kyle, Sean Wilder here. Oh, just had another incident there. Saw parts flying. Wilder is damaged.
How is that not a caution?
Yeah, that's a good question. I agree. I would stop to avoid that crash and didn't get a caution.
There's some blinking out going on. As we heard, there was caution. Can't. What? Let's get back up there. There we go. We did see some issues in the back here. As we can see, they are all spread out now. We got a new leader at Bobby Grady. As Mike drops down in front of him. Mike's led a lot of laps this race. See if he can hammer it home and finish this thing out. There we go. We do have a caution there.
Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Gotta go all the way around, everybody.
All right. Well,
Tyler, great driving there, man. Great driving.
Go back and watch this here. See where this all started from.
30.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. 28 to 25 there. Let me rewind that a little bit for you guys. Oh, we got Corey Moore going off into the infield there. Looks like 25. Yep, looks like 25 is just going to come up a little bit on 28.
All right, 69, passing you high.
And that's definitely going to cause a lot of problems.
Going to be catching the pace
They almost
car
did a
into
pretty good
turn
job to
3.
save it, but then 28, there's nothing he can really do after that. He just comes down, uses Naba as a wall, kind of straightens him out a little bit, a little extra damage to that. Well, it looks like a lot of them avoided a lot of calamity there. That could have definitely been a lot worse than what it was. Could have been a lot worse than what it was. Now, a lot of guys are probably going to need to pit here because now they are in their field window to make it to the end.
Welcome high.
And here they come down pit road now. All right, let's see if we can pull Justin Knob up. He was in that little bit of incident. Let's see if we can maybe talk to him here.
Can I get a black flag?
What was that?
I need a black flag signal.
For what? What do you need the black clear for?
Just passing under yellow. Thanks.
Just as a reminder to everybody, if you request a black flag clear and it is caught under race review for something that's not clearable, there will be a penalty. Just put it out there in case anybody didn't read the rule book.
All right, now let's do as I wanted, and let's get Knob up in here real quick. Justin Naba, how you doing, man? I see you got in a little incident there.
5 year on the outside.
Were you able to save your fast repair, buddy?
Yeah, I didn't have much time, probably about 10 seconds, so.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I kind of used them as a wall because straighten us both out.
Yep. That's exactly what we saw on the replay there. Kind of straighten y'all both out. Y'all are doing really good. Really, I haven't really seen the big one, although now I'm regretting even saying that. I shouldn't have said that. But you have any idea what your plan is here the next 12, 13 laps?
Honestly, man, just try to survive. I mean, that's what I did the whole race. I started from the back, so I got up here surviving and plan on doing that till the end.
All right. Well, so we're on the back stretch about to go green. I will put you back down to which team were you on there?
Stog.
Which one you said?
SOG Racing.
Oh, I got you. All right, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll talk to you here at the end.
All right, yes, sir. Thanks.
Bye. All right, Justin Nava there. No number. He's gonna have to get that fixed next week. But other than that, we got we have some strategies going on with the pits more than likely. I like it. We got Mason Connell up there. Connell. We'll go with that till he corrects me. And we got Brad Dorr on the outside there. And then, as usual, well, Mike and Starcher, Grady, Everly, Gross, Chris, Tills, and Chase. So we'll see what we can do here. They go green again. That's going to be 12 to go.
Keep going, guys. Got to go all the way around.
So we have another caution.
Race cars in turn 2.
Who do we have falling back? Let's see here. My SDK is not working properly today. Yeah, these incident replays are not gonna be working for me today. Go here. We should have about 9 to go, maybe 8 to go, and we get back green. Speedway pits here. Maybe we'll talk to another guy. Let's see.
My bad, 5. I just had a weird thing happen.
See if a lot of these guys going in the pit that hadn't pitted. Nope, looks like they're going to chance it. Some of those might be able to stay out. Let's go and get Eli Stack up here. We haven't got to talk to him today.
Hello.
Hey, Bryce. Hey, I was just about to bring 18 to Eli Stack up here real quick. Go ahead and give him a good talking to. See how it's going. Hey, Eli. You're up here with Sean and Bryce in the booth, man. Just wanted to chat with you while we're going under this caution.
How you doing?
Oh, doing okay, man. You've been up there for most of the race, I want to say. Leading a little bit, I think. You may lead a couple laps, but
yet. I'm just
oh, have you?
I've
Okay.
only got a 10th place car in me today. I can't. I haven't been able to gain anything on pit road either.
Well,
I guess my fuel guy needs some practice.
Yeah, every time I'm running down the top 10, I keep saying your name. I said, well, shoot, I'm gonna get this guy up here. We're gonna have to talk to him. Do you have any teammates you're working with or that are close to you that you can make a run here at the end with probably?
Yeah, actually, all my teammates are right behind me. So 10, 11, 12 are my teammates. So.
Oh, well, that could be interesting. Are y'all good on fuel and?
Yeah, we should be good on fuel. Yeah, that last caution there helped us out a lot, so we should be good to go through. As long as we get green, we should be fine.
Okay. Are y'all gonna push her 3 wide to get up there if that top lane ain't moving, or y'all just gonna be patient and just try to finish this race?
Gonna be patient. I don't want to have the big one coming to the checkered, so I'm gonna be patient.
Well, I said it last caution. You shouldn't have said it there because we really haven't had the big one, but now it's coming.
I'm knocking on wood for you.
All right. What was your team again? I'll get you back down in there, man.
Sim Syndicate. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. All right, Bryce. How's it going, man? I'm glad you joined us. This has been kind of awful for me, to be honest with you. Not a very good broadcast, but.
Yeah, it's been a long day. You want to get that screen share up for me too, Bub, if you don't mind?
Yeah, I had to turn it off. I was having major CPU issues, but I lowered the amount of vehicles I was rendering because apparently no matter how good of a CPU you got, 47 is a lot.
If you want bottom or top, buddy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm going to keep bottom.
Let's see. Entire screen. This should be the one for you, buddy.
And if you're having issues, just let me know and I'll...
No, I'll tell you what, SDK is not working on the crashes. I can't double click on them and they're not going back. It's just going to scenic view like they're blinking out. So we haven't been able to review a lot of races or a lot of incidents, a lot of wrecks. So it's just one of those things, but it's only the 7th caution, a field of 47. Not too many people have left. In fact, it's not even showing anybody's left, but I know some people have, so. That's how I know my SDK is not working super great.
Gotcha, yeah. Well, it looks like I joined right during prime time. It looks like we got 9 to go. And speaking of 9 to go, one thing standing out to me, the number 9 on the outside and his teammate in the 53 right behind him. So I'm sure those two will look to get linked up and try to make a run. I've talked about it before, though, last season. You know, those are 2 trucks that are pretty aggressive on the super speedways, and you know there does come a time and point where you need to be aggressive, but we've also seen it bite them in the butt several times, so we'll have to see how this one pans out. But some strong trucks up there. Kufel, Grady, Weiniger, Danny Gross is up there. Looks like Brad Dorr, Matthew Chase. So we got a lot of repeating guys from last season up there with coming to 8 to go when we get the green flag. This is going to be pretty interesting.
Oh, this will be good. And sorry, this is not the ARCA series, even though I do have it on the tower. I had some technical difficulties from the get-go. This SDK is messing with me. But yeah, this should be a great finish with 8 to go here.
Yeah, going to be in the restart zone now. Going to be taking the green flag. It looks like the top line is going to check up a little bit towards the back. Chris and Mike were able to get a pretty decent jump, but they don't really have too much help behind them. You're going to see Chris looks like he's trying to squeeze in, but oh, that's going to kill the top line there. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good move by. Oh, but Chris was not able to jump down with him.
No, but there is a possibility here that, you know, those 2 trucks do get hooked up. And there you go. You see Mike trying to make a move on the outside. Yeah. And
was that more of a block, or was he just trying to get that run with him, you think?
I mean, I don't think it was an intentional block. I think he just tried to capitalize on what he had there and try to get him linked up with his teammate. But you can see that kind of checked up Chris. But the good thing, too, is you got that familiarity on the top line with Kufel, Brady, and Weiniger. And again, 3 trucks that raced around each other all season long. So. You
have Matthew Chase, 4th there in the top line as well. Another one of their K&W teammates this season, since Mike is an unofficial teammate.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, they're going to be linked up. They're going to have that chemistry that should help them get up there towards the lead, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, we've had a little bit of teammate-on-teammate crime between these guys before. Coming to 6 to go next time by, the aggression's only going to pick up, and this thing's going to get a whole lot more spicy.
Oh, it definitely is. These guys just, man, this race has been a real shocker with the amount of vehicles we have. I probably said it 3 or 4 times on the broadcast, but they've been getting each other room. All these cautions really had involved more than 4 or 5 trucks.
I got doored, and now I'm getting a black flag for too many instant points. That's wild.
Yeah, I just served my penalty when I got ARCA.
I don't know what to say besides okay.
Yeah, we'll just continue to move on, though. 6 to go this time. It looks like Kufel and Connell are going to be leading the front rows here, and you can definitely start to see. I know I've missed the majority of the race due to the flight, but I don't know how tight these guys have been on the side draft, but you can really see Mike now starting to get comfortable squeezing down that bottom line, and that's really what you want to do. You hear him talk about the air in these cars a lot, but what that also does is that pinches that exit down to the bottom line, so not only do you get the side draft, but it makes that corner just a little bit tighter, and that extra 2 to 3 mile an hour that they have to scrub on the bottom line really helps the top line roll. So if they can manage their temps here, we should have a pretty good finish. The only thing that you'll kind of see in these, I don't want to say lower tiered series because it's not the right word, but these guys aren't cycling their temps like they should be. They're kind of just committing to the guy who's in front of them, and they're not really changing lanes. So you get to a point where we start to get gridlocked because all of the trucks that are pushing just have no temp left to actually be aggressive. So whoever can manage their temps the best here is probably going to be the lane that's going to end up kind of.
Oh yeah, and the 55 Mason there, I haven't seen him in the top 10 all day. And then everybody pitted on that 2 cautions ago, and he's been at point for the past 10 laps. So I don't know what strategy he had. I'm curious. Maybe we get talked to him, we'll find out. But yeah, Mike and them are going to have to start getting some surges up in that top lane. That top lane has been doing well, but then it ends up petering out once the first 2 that I think are really good pushers, once they dropped. Oh, so we have somebody go off there.
Yeah, he says, what's the track temp looking like? You got a cold track or a hot track, or?
It should be race info. Okay, that's the wrong one. We are at 80 degrees. It looked like 89. Is that going to be the track temp there, I think?
Yeah, I believe that might be ambient, but nonetheless, probably a pretty decent track temp. There kind of does come a line. If the track is too hot, it is really hard for the top line to roll. But as all that's going down now, the number 9 of Mike Kufel has actually went down to the bottom. So what that's going to do is that's going to free up some temp on the 1 of Bobby Grady, and Zachary Tyler's actually made his way up into the mix too on the top line. So if they can manage their temps and not make any mistakes, Mike could make the leading block here on the outside to get him the win. But I know Grady, I know he's hungry for a win, and I don't know that he's going to be content pushing Mike, especially with Mike not being full-time this season. That win's going to mean a whole lot more to Bobby Grady than it will for Mike. As far as the season goes.
I was about to say, on the contrary, yeah, because Mike is going to be locked in the playoffs as long as he just stays in the top 20 in points, which might be doable with the in and outs of the truck series. So this win could be huge for Mike. But I know Bobby Grady and I know Mike, they're hungry for wins. But you also have a couple winners like Chris behind him, Danny Gross behind him, Zachary Tyler right in there too.
Well, we got some experience nonetheless up front, and again, this is going to be one of 2 things. Again,
there we go. With Tyler in the 55. You're right. As my computer is going crazy again.
Yeah, I hope if you're in the stream and you're watching and you have epilepsy, you might want to turn off. Big hit for the 17. It's somebody on his lid, and it's not Mike. So
I miss Mike being upside down. I think he finally painted his numbers right side. They were upside down all last season. Made more sense. Tyler. We thought he was a 6 all season.
Good. Yeah, so this is where things get interesting. I mean, we should have a green-white-checkered, whether it's a natural green-white-checkered or if it's actually a formatted green-white-checkered. And Chris is cycled back now. He's scored in 5th. We'll have to see if that does update, depending on how the timeline goes.
Yes.
But, I mentioned it, I believe I want to say at Talladega last season, and I'm gonna harp on it again here too. Those guys over at K&W have been really aggressive on the super speedways. And I can speak from experience. There comes a point where being aggressive is a good thing, but if you're leaving everybody out every single time that you get a chance, and you're not willing to work with anybody else but your teammate, more often than not, at the end of the race, that's going to come back to bite you, because everybody's going to take note of who burned you, right? So they get into it, and Mike doesn't have any real help up there. This is going to be really tough for him to win.
Are you damaged?
You are right. That will be a tough road on this last green-white-checkered is what it'll come down to be. So
yeah, man, I'm excited for the finish. I know obviously with my late arrival here and my next week potential, who knows what the schedule is going to look like. So I haven't really gotten a good kind of play out of how this race goes, but we'll learn the teams and teammates as we go. But yeah, I'm excited for this one, man. I mean,
come around.
If and when we wreck again, I know it's going to be a big one, because there's a lot of hungry guys up there to win. So, and then we also got some big talk out of the number 9 truck on a recent podcast as well. So this is going to kind of be his chance to really kind of at least start putting the rungs on the ladder, right,
Well,
for that championship that he so ever predicted.
I already called him out earlier.
There you go.
Let's speaking of that on the broadcast, but let's go ahead and pull him up. Let's see if we can't make him a little bit more nervous for his first win.
Let's do it.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? We just figured we go ahead and get you real nervous here.
Yeah, thanks, man. I did not want to see that yellow.
I'm sure you didn't. And it looks like, as Bryce has pointed out, Bryce is up here too now. It looks like Chris got cycled back another position or two. So, what's your game plan up here all by your lonesome?
Bobby Grady is now a KNW member, so I got a teammate behind me.
Directly behind you. Yes, very good.
I'm happy about that. I'm just really curious what's going to happen on the outside line with Mr. Mason over there, as I'm not sure how he's still going on fuel. But could be a rather interesting restart. You know, I'm just going to try to hold the bottom and keep it straight, and hopefully everybody else does the same.
Well, if go ahead.
I got a question for you. I've been openly kind of a critic of you all at the super speedways, just based on your aggressiveness. There's a lot of guys up here obviously that are hungry to win. I know you're arguably one of the hungriest out there to win. So, I don't know, because I missed 90% of the race, but I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys feel like your aggressiveness level has been as a team? Like, are you guys just strictly trying to find each other, or are you working to, or willing to work with a potential common enemy to get yourself in a favorable position? And let's say you do get separated from Grady and Weiniger, do you think you'll have any help up there?
I don't know if I'll have any additional help, but we have not been trying to seek each other. We've just had a really good comms communication on how checkups are going and what new guys that we're racing around that we're not familiar with, what experiences we've had with them in this race, and just trying to keep everybody familiar with their surroundings at this point.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, Green-white-checkered here, coming to the end. Good luck out there. I know that you've had some high hopes here for yourself at the super speedways, so good luck to you. We'll see how it plays out.
I appreciate it, guys.
I put him in the wrong one.
Yeah, he's giving all
Wait, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm not used to these teams yet, man.
Hey, 00, how much?
Yeah, it'll definitely
there we go.
take some time. I remember last season thinking there's no way I was going to remember everybody and the teams, and you learn a lot quicker than you think.
Yeah, I'm going to give these guys a little announcement about these X's counting after the start-finish. I'll be right back. Hey, guys, make sure when you go to the final lap, I'm sure there's going to be some a little bit of wrecking. Haven't ever seen one that hadn't finished with the wreck, but just mind you, those X's do count past the start-finish till you get parked. So just be mindful of that before you just ram through that start-finish line.
Yeah, definitely some good advice there. We saw it happen a couple times last season. Incidents after the yellow, or after the checkered flag, or people not finishing the pace laps like they should. We had a couple instances of that. But.
No, you're not anything. You just do your penalty. Every lap will count. Will help you towards your IPL, lowering that percentage. So you just definitely don't want to rack up any more, though. All right, sorry about that. So he's asking about that. A little hard to do all this together. Matt, I feel for you, even though this is even worse.
Yeah, it can be a lot, but all in all, it's all going to be worth it here. Coming to the white flag. Well, the green flag, excuse me.
Oh, what happened to Mason up there? What happened to him?
Mike mentioned he was low on fuel, and there it is.
Oh, no.
What's that restart, y'all? Can we stop running into me, please?
Yeah, as I'm getting a brain aneurysm from your stream.
Yeah.
But I would imagine he was probably out of fuel. I know Mike, I don't know, like I said.
Key up again, please, on that.
I know Mike mentioned he was close on fuel.
Keep the comms clear on comments like that.
Go ahead and key up on whoever needed that black flag, please.
All right, I need that black flag cleared. Thank you. I think I need it also, Sean. Thank you.
All right, anybody else needs one, let me know. Yeah, I wish we can go back and look at that. I don't know.
You gotta pass it.
I did just do a driver update today, so
I served my black flag, and as I got to the end, the caution broke out. Is that good for a black flag clear?
If he served it, it would have cleared.
Was that you that dove off into the pace line?
we have to go by iRacing on that. If you served, it would have cleared. That's all controlled by iRacing. So if you have another one, you're gonna have to serve that one.
Pace car's in turn 3. Why are we going so slow, y'all?
And it looks like on my here,
Pit road before we took the green. You've got to actually take the green.
that's what it was. Mason, as Mike predicted, but what a bad time. He did run out of fuel on that restart.
Pace car is still in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, I mean, and not to be critical, but we gotta know that.
I don't
right?
know how you make that mistake.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
yeah, that
I
is,
don't know if he's running overlays or what. I mean, I know even the iRacing fuel calculator, though. I mean, if you're coming to a green, white, checkered, and you're towards the front, and you don't have 3 to 4 laps, then yeah, you're
coming out.
you're cooked.
Road. Put him an extra lap down as well. If we look at that quickly or no.
no, everything will be reviewed after the race on that. We have penalties set up for anything. But what was that? A lot of people were talking. Sorry.
You talking to me?
No,
He's
Ray.
going to get DQ'd, or he's going to get a bigger penalty here because he went down to clear the black, and then the caution came out as he was crossing the line.
If he's the truck that dove down before the green flag came out, that's probably why. He was mid-pack and he dove down pit road. If that was
Lucky dog coming high.
Yeah, he was.
That?
Yeah, he was mid-pack when he dove down low. If that was him that was dove down low, then that caution came out. Yeah, before he got to serve it, so it's not going to count as a serve. But he's not going to get DQ'd unless it's under green. So he's not going to get DQ'd under caution. So.
My teammate just got DQ'd because somebody stayed out of damage and didn't go in front of them.
Yes, sir. That is Daytona on the 30Xs. That's a lot of X's. Got to be careful with Daytona. Surprised 10 of y'all haven't got DQ'd yet. It happens a lot at Daytona.
Hey, to be fair. Under caution in front of me.
Race control, I have a black flag for passing the safe car.
I need a back flag clear for passing the yellow too, please.
I'm going to have to go to Andre there because that one.
Appreciate it.
Race control, I don't have any idea.
Right-click his helmet.
I'm already on his helmet. And
yeah, right-click it, and there you go. Clear penalty.
Hey, race
I'm not
control,
trying to
I have a
clear.
black flag.
Oh, okay. My fault.
Race control,
We should be coming close to the green
number
flag, though. I
11,
know you're trying to handle this, but
Please press the black flag clear.
Are you requesting a black flag clear, number 11?
Negative 51. He's having some technical difficulties currently.
I have a red flag race control.
Yeah, I'll clear it, Andre, but I've never seen one that said pass the pace car and it not hold up. So I'm just warning you now, but I'll clear it.
No, just don't clear. Don't clear.
Yeah, normally if it's passing a pace car, you did somewhere, somehow. So
lining up 2 by 2 now. So we will be going back to green flag racing this time.
I got a black flag. Now I'm gonna have to pit because I don't have gas. It's first pit before I can get in.
Grab something to drink really quick.
Mic check.
it's working, Brandon.
I wasn't prepared to actually make it, so I gotta drink some water to get my voice ready.
No, and like you, I don't want to harp on that guy, but because he did not pay attention to the fuel, I will harp on him, but I know he made a mistake. That did ruin a lot of
You're
races.
on replay, by the way, really quick too.
All right, thank you.
I got a black flag for passing the pace car.
But yeah, no, that's a mistake that you can't make, man.
Right. Right.
I mean,
Ray, can you
And
go
then
back and look at that one on passing the pace car for that car that just spoke up?
There was like 5 of them because the pace car came out right when the thing turned green. So I just.
Are we on the push tilt on the caution, guys? Is that loud? You out of gas, I mean?
No.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
No, you're out of gas.
All right, well, green flag in the air. Green, white, checkered here. A lot of chatter on the radio, but at this point, it kind of is what it is. My racing will sort it out.
Yeah, as much as I would like to, help a lot of these guys out, race control, but iRacing runs all that. So, much as I like to mute these guys and have a good, clean broadcast, nobody will do it.
Top 6 trucks.
Oh, there we
good
go.
job.
That's gonna BQ a lot more. Comms are about to go wild.
Pace car. Pace car's in turn 1.
Now, is that going to give us? I don't know how many green, white checkers that was.
I don't know, but you wonder what the fuel's looking like for these guys.
I don't know, because Mike sure is staying on the bottom, and he is not catching a pace
The
car.
guy was giving the lecture about, not stopping when the caution comes out. The one who keeps stopping every time the caution comes out.
Oh, we do got to catch a field there, 9.
I mean, honestly, if he's close and he's outside the number, with how many big wrecks we're getting, I don't even mind pitting at this point because there's a good chance you're going to get a lot of positions back. I mean, sure, you're probably not going to win, but you're not going to win if you run out of fuel in front of the field anyway. So,
Well, here is the thing. This might be the last. This might be it. No, I don't think it is. I think we have one more. One more green, white, checkered. I know Mike be trying to save fuel, but he.
Checking up.
It was one of his main points to not let up when that yellow comes out.
Can you give Six an EOL? He's smoking.
Lucky dog coming high.
yeah, and
Yeah,
look, this
definitely
is the
their time.
last, looking at that message in there, this is the last time that it'll be a green, white, checkered. So, this is it.
All right, I will let them know.
Race control. Can you clear that EOL that you gave me?
God dang it. I got to remember, I got to put it on Brad Door, then give him an EOL. There we go. Yep, sorry, I'll clear it to start to finish for you. I apologize about that. Also, there is only 3 green, white checkers. This will be the final one.
High, number 153.
I gotta throw this black flag on the green, right?
Number 1, please go low.
What is it?
Says to me, entrance.
Yes, you will.
Need a flag cleared for passing under yellow.
I will clear that one. Because I did give him an EOL as he was passing people, so that one. So interesting here, though, Bryce. This is going to be because a lot of people see a lot of jockeying up front here. It looks like Mike. That's probably why he did fall back, because he probably did have to go pit because now he's in 13th.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is with all of the people that are claiming they've got penalties, and I'm sure they're not done wrecking. I mean, he'll get some of those spots back. You hate, obviously, to have to.
Well,
kind of.
If a yellow comes out, he's going to be stuck right there.
Well, no, because they will have to make it back around the line. We'll have the same incident that I can't remember if it was Moser or Meacham last season, but even though
where he finished with his penalty, still in.
Well, that and I mean, again, cars, like, once the yellow flag comes out, you still have to complete that lap. Like if we go green and then the yellow comes out right away, they still have to complete the laps to get to the checkered flag. So if there's penalties or people wreck out or run out of fuel and they can't make it back to the line, those drivers will forfeit their position.
You may have passed going into pits, but we'll clear it and we'll check it out. Go ahead and key up again, please, sir.
Alrighty.
on. Give me an EOL. I got a service up.
I think there's going to be a lot of handed out.
He says.
Who? I already gave Bloodworth one. Was that who you were talking about?
Yeah, 10-4.
What was up? Hey, Chase, buddy, it's telling me to take the inside line.
Yeah, we got a car that's got an EOL that.
Tell them the order is probably going to be messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, just line up. If you're 10th, you know you're going to be, even. Odds are going to be inside. Evens are going to be on the outside. Line up just like that, because I actually gave the leader there an EOL that I have to clear.
So here's the thing: you're going to have to clear all anyway.
Nope. I already did this with Mike as soon as he crossed the line.
Well,
I cleared it. Then we were good, and he was no longer.
The problem is with him being the control car, though. Everybody else is probably going to get a black flag because they're going to get a restart.
What was that, Hill?
violation.
No, but they done.
Did you just say odds inside, evens outside?
Correct.
All right.
I'll lead lap cars.
Yeah, it's fine. Just line it up. Yeah, no, I was able to do this with Mike. I did the same thing. I'm watching Mike. I click on the helmet and I go, and I forget to change the vehicle because I click their name. And I was able to do this with Mike, and we were actually all good. So we'll see if it does it again. We'll see if I get this lucky again.
Well, here we go, though. Teammates on the front row. Chris Weiniger, Bobby Grady, Matthew Chase back there as well. So if they can coordinate something to try to get lined up here, those three trucks can get together and really make a run here on this green-white-checkered. So we made it further now on this restart than we did the last time.
That EOL thing, that was bad. That was really well.
Grady kind of out on an island right there, though, on the outside line. Chase and Weiniger now making a run with a hard push from Zachary Tyler on the inside. Bobby Grady going to be left out here for lunch. Let's see if those trucks elect to move up.
Four truck hitting this lap.
5 trucks hitting. 15 pitting.
Chris makes a move to the outside. They're getting spread out all over the place.
0-0 pitting in.
A couple guys going down pit road. Bobby Grady with a close call. White flag this time by. So it looks like the guys on the bottom are going to have to make a move.
Yeah, here we go. This should definitely be good here.
That's almost a wreck.
Oh, there it is. There. Oh, good save. Great save. Was that Kendon?
I believe so. 4 trucks shootout.
Oh,
right
and there's
here,
Wilder. There goes Wilder. Dive to the inside.
Top line is about to roll. Top line is going to roll here. Actually, I don't know, though. Zach
this
goes
is
down
it.
to the bottom.
It's it right here. Is Chris going to get it, or is Bobby going to get the run here? He needs a real good
Chris
push.
is going to get it. Chris is going to get it. They're 3 deep. He can make the block. I don't think that's enough for Grady. It's going to be close, but Chris Weiniger is going to win your season opener here at Daytona.
As they reckoned before, yes, Chris. Bobby Grady is he's gonna be thrilled with that finish either way with P2.
Yeah, and we got
great
a rookie,
save at the end.
A rookie here in P3 to round out the podium.
Chris, congrats, man. Nice one, buddy.
Nice win, Chris.
Nice win, Chris.
Hey, 30 Starcher. Make sure if you want to be interviewed to jump up to the broadcast waiting room, top of the Discord there, and we'll get you interviewed. Top 3 to the interview room when you get a chance. Thank you.
I tried to get you, Grady. I tried to push him, man. Good run.
Well, it was quite the finish there at the end. I really thought Bobby might have been able to get a good run on that outside, but
Good one there, 53.
just was not able to. So I'm happy, Chris. Chris will be happy with that. Where did Mike was able to make his way up to 6, the P6.
But I did. So sorry, but we did pretty good.
Yeah, so I mean, again, you hate to have to pit from the front row, but I had a feeling that net gain was going to be pretty big there, and it was. I mean, top 10, almost the top 5. That's definitely nothing to slouch over at a super speedway with 47 trucks on the track. So
Definitely. Heck of a finish there. Started out good, but tend to be the it's starting to kind of be the trend lately. Where we start really good and then it kind of goes south, but you know, cautions breed cautions. You know how that always is, of course.
yes, they do.
You don't need the stream going still, do you?
No, not necessarily.
Get everything I can get there. It was Tyler Starcher. I'm not sure if he is in a chat or not, but we will go over the results here.
Yep, he just went to the waiting room. We got Tyler and Bobby in the waiting room.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and bring him up. He was up there majority of the race. So
I can't drag on here. I tried.
Oh, phone. Yeah, gotcha. I got him. Hey, finishing P3 in the season 3 opener. Tyler, how do you say your last name? Starcher?
Starcher, yeah. That's
All
correct.
right. I think I half got it right today for you, man. Hey, P3, good finish. Do you feel the same about it?
Yeah, I think that was a very good finish. First showing for me here at this series. Off that final restart, man. I think I went from 13th or 12th all the way around the outside and stuck it 3 wide and went up to the front.
Yeah, I felt like you were up there for the majority of the night. Did you ever find yourself at the back of your pack and have to work your way up?
No, I was basically in the front. I would say at least top 10, maybe to the 10th spot, but no, I didn't really venture back too often through pit cycles and stuff like that. We stayed up front pretty much all day.
Yeah, that's what I kind of felt up here as well. Did you keep your X count low today?
I believe it was 5, and it was just a hard hit by someone, and under caution went under into the grass. So kept it clean. Truck was clean. Truck was fast. Pretty good today.
Do you have any teammates out there pushing you, or did you?
Solo. We're solo.
Solo.
But I was trying to work with some people. Whole time I had no Fords around me. All those bow ties were around, but we stuck strong and it was all good.
Oh, you better get used to it the rest of the season.
Yeah, I don't think I seen really more than like 5 of us out there. So we're pretty lone wolves out here.
Oh, well, that was a great showing. You have anything for Chicagoland next week, you feel?
Brand new track, brand new to iRacing pretty much. Brand new to leagues and stuff, but don't even own it yet, but we'll put some tests in there and we'll figure it out.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is I know somebody that padded those stats for the Ford truck win. So trust me, brother, I know how it feels. We'll keep it locked in, and we'll get that blue oval back up there.
I'm gonna try. We're gonna try to get a win, hopefully in this blue oval, and show the Chevys how it's done.
Heck yeah, man. Is there anybody you want to shout out to or thanks?
No, not today. Not that I know of anyone watching, but shout out to everyone watching. Hopefully it was a good race for everyone in the stands, and we'll have a good one next week, hopefully too.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get to talk to you next week, man. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. I'll go ahead and let you carry it away with our P2 guy here, Bobby Grady. P2.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't quite get that monkey off your back, though, huh?
Yeah, not quite yet. That's okay. I'll take a deuce. I didn't know if I was going to make the race this morning. I was out of town and got flights delayed and walked in the house at about 4:15, and Mama allowed me to race because I've been gone for the last 4 days out golfing in Washington. But yeah, great race, great teammates. Shout out there to all the guys in K&W. I feel pretty lucky to be part of that team.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had pretty good control there on the, at least since I joined with around I think it was 12 or so to go. How important was it for you guys to find each other and stay linked up to get all the way up to the front?
Yeah, obviously on the super speedways, that's huge. And like I said, feel lucky to be a part of the team because they were communicating with the whole time and really never had a whole bunch of that. So it was pretty cool.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I know, like Sean said, not quite able to get the monkey off the back yet, but a second place finish propels you pretty far up here at a place like Daytona. So that'll give you guys a good little buffer on a lot of the field, especially with all the incidents and everything like that. So congrats on the P2. Sean, you got anything for him?
Oh yeah, I always like to know, see how their X's were. Were you able to stay?
I had 4X.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to propel you. Well, that is definitely a way to stay clean. Did you ever find yourself in the back? Oh, I think you did, because I interviewed you earlier when you kind of got doored a little bit.
Yeah, I got turned around there in the beginning. Someone didn't check up, and I think I was back to 29th, and somehow found some lanes. And before the next break, I got up to 8th or 9th, got some stage points. So got lucky to get through all that because there's a lot of trucks.
There was a lot of trucks. So, how you feeling about Chicagoland? I'm not sure if you made that race last season or how you did. I can't remember, but are you looking forward to Chicagoland?
Yeah, I can't either. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, wasn't it? It was at least 6 weeks ago. So,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, anybody you want to shout out to? Thanks.
Yeah, of course. I always thank my wife. Like I said, I just got home from a trip and she let me come in here and do this. And, shout out to my teammates. And obviously Chris for the big win and all that good stuff. So thank you much.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll talk to you next week, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. All right. Bye-bye.
And our number one season
Number 53.
winner, Mike, is going to fire you. You probably won't have a job Monday. I'm just saying.
Well,
you stole his
just
win.
A little shy on fuel, unfortunately. But no, how exciting. I mean, I was thinking the whole race, this was a really good Daytona, I thought. I mean, obviously got to go back and watch it and look at the whole field and everything, but wasn't expecting to get up there. I mean, I made my way up from qualifying 39th and got up top 10 for the first stage, and I was just kind of lingering right there around P7 or so most of the race, and I was really pulling for Mike to be able to get this win. But for the team, K&W, it was a good race. Bobby was up there. I think even after pitting, Kufel was able to get up to sixth.
Sixth.
So, no, another good week. Good way to start the season off, for sure.
Great way to start the season. Were you able to keep your incident points down?
Yeah, I was joking with the guys. I crossed start-finish line with 0x. And then my pace lap around, I picked up 2. So I don't know what gave me the 2, but yeah.
That is a shame.
Was it after you won or what?
Yes, it was.
Okay, there is a possibility, depending on when it is, that those X's don't actually count, so you might be good.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. You'll have to go check the end results when you exit out of your session.
Oh, I got you. But no, I mean, even if it's 2x, I mean, that's the second victory for me for the night. So coming away with the win and having low incident points.
Did you have a okay amount of stage points? I know it's hard to get in the top 10, but I felt like you were up there for both stages.
Yeah, I got up to 7th for stage 1. Like I said, starting 39th, got up there, and then I kind of lingered right around P7 most of the race. And we had a good mixture of drivers that were returning from last season and new drivers to the league up there for the finish, which was really exciting to see. And then, of course, just learning the new drivers and how they handle the track and everything. But no, really cool to start the season off with a win.
Yeah, now that Tyler Starcher is a solo guy, he seems really new to iRacing, and I felt like he raced really good, kind of pushed you to the win there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think he
He's
kind of.
a really good, clean driver, so definitely appreciate that.
Yep. Yep. We're gonna have to let him know about his number on his vehicle. But other than that, yeah, he had a pretty good points day for himself. He doesn't even own Chicago. How are you feeling about Chicagoland next week?
I feel pretty good about it. Raced it before, so got that experience and put in some practice this week, just like we always did last season, and see where we go as a team.
Exactly. But more importantly, how does it feel now with our new playoff system? You are locked in for the playoffs. Surely you'll finish in the top 20 unless you just stop showing up. And not to mention, you got those 5 important playoff points that'll carry you through the help you get a leg up in those first the round of 12 and the round of 8.
Yeah, definitely excited for that new format and everything, and those being important points. So I don't see myself going anywhere, so I should keep myself out of the danger zone there as far as standings.
Right. So how are you going to feel going on? Like, I know you're not going to race any less hard, but I'm sure winning this first race, you think you'll play it a little bit more safe, or are you just going to keep going about it?
No, I think I'll just keep going the same pace as I've always done. Not necessarily play it safe. I always feel like when guys get into that scenario and they don't play their game, and they find themselves in trouble that way. So,
hey, a bit of championship advice for you: keep your foot on the gas, man. I gotta, obviously, with my hiatus, I don't know all the ins and outs of the rule book, but those stage wins and those playoff points are the only reason that I even have a chance in the Cup Series. So keep your foot on the gas, get them while you can, and continue to move forward.
Oh, we
definitely will.
Yeah, it's going to be the same format as Cup, except we kept 5 points for the win and 1 point for the stage, so 3 and 1. So it's pretty much the same format. So yeah, it's very important to get those stage points. Very important if you can keep on with those playoff points for sure. So yeah, definitely a good showing for you. Luckily, I feel like you're one of the drivers that are going to be in the top 12 anyway, so I don't feel like this win, these super speedways always shake things up, but I don't feel like you winning this really shook anything up in the top 12, because I think we all expect you to be in the top 12 anyway.
No, we don't.
I do. He made it last season. I feel like he's going to improve this season. So I don't think your win shook anything up, It wouldn't be like, so that's good. But do we have another speedway? No, we really don't have another speedway, but I know some road courses can really shake some things up. Some road guys that maybe aren't very good on the oval side quite yet could win a road course and really shake things up.
Yep. It's a different skill set, and you'll have different guys potentially showing up for that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, awesome race, man. Congratulations. And I guess you can go celebrate with your teammates, and I'm sure I'll talk to you here in a little bit. Anybody you need to thank? Go and get that out of the way for you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Wife and kids. Always got to thank them dealing with me, being up here all the time. All my teammates at K&W, I want to thank them. It's invaluable how much we gain from one another, just talking different strategies, race lines, and different techniques like that. Thank Mike Kufel for getting me into this world this past year. I think I'm almost at my 1 year anniversary on the platform, so it's been a blast. So, and all you guys that are admins for the league and all the work that you guys put in.
All right. So Mike brought you into this world. Are you saying he's your daddy?
No.
Mike may have brought him into this world, but he sure was watching my stream a whole lot when he started. So Mike may have introduced him, but I taught him everything he knows.
Well, I'll tell you what,
there
Chris,
you go. Yeah.
all these truck guys, and especially you, Chris, you better listen to what we give you, because you got 2 truck champions up here giving you advice now, buddy.
Right? Yeah, I know. So now I get to celebrate with them. I get to celebrate getting the checkered flag next to my name for an entire season instead of just 1 week. So
That
pumped
is right.
about
You
that.
did only have it for 1 full week. Yes, sir. Well, now you get
See
it.
if he still has a job.
Yeah, right.
Right. So, but no, thank you guys.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you here in a little bit. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Well, Bryce, I know you didn't get to see a lot of the race, but it was really clean the first couple stages. So I think we may have just a caution a stage. And then it got a little messy, kind of just a little bit before you were able to join. Then you know.
Well, at least it got a little bit messy before I joined and not after I joined, so that way I know that it wasn't my fault.
Yeah.
But-
As much as I like to blame it on you, it kind of started before you joined. So,
But no, I could tell like based on the front, 20 or so trucks. I mean, again, other than your screen giving me a little bit of a brain aneurysm, but they were racing hard, they were pushing, they were being aggressive, and then it's just one of those things. Give me 1 second. Excuse me, sorry. One of those things at the end where we've seen it happen in our league a lot. It's the end of the race. Tensions are high. Guys are running out of fuel. Guys are getting pissed off that they got black flags, and they start to lose focus, and things kind of get a little haywire. But I mean, it was a clean finish up front. I think it was at least probably the top 10 trucks, I think, crossed the finish line without any incident. So I'm excited for it. Hopefully next Sunday I'll get to watch a little bit more of the race and try to get you dialed in a little bit too and fix some of those issues. And then in just 2 weeks time, we'll hopefully maybe be back in to kind of some normal scheduled broadcasting, but I'm looking forward to it, man. It again, clean racing. I do know one thing though, us admins got to stop winning stuff, man, or we're going to start getting looked at here pretty soon. Because
well, maybe that's a prerequisite for becoming an admin is you have to be a winner.
There you go.
So, Mike, you're on the bubble, buddy. So, but as far as the results go, in P1 that we talked to, Chris Weiniger, then Bobby Grady, Tyler Starcher, a newcomer to the league, in P3. P4, we got Zachary Tyler. 5, Ryan Seabolt. Mike was able to make his way back to 6th. Corey Moore had a good showing with P7. Randy Post in 8th. Kenan Cook, and that was him. I went back on a replay and looked. That was him that got sideways and was able to save it. So a great save with him, and he was able to salvage a P9. So Frank Zimmel, look at him come around. P10, Kyle Rogers in 11th. Wilder was able, I know he was a lap or two down and got caught up in quite a few things. Was able to make it back to P12. Brad Dorr 13th. Kean Fry 14th. Justin Nava 15th. Brandon Dayhoff 16th. Justin Shoemate 17th. And Zach Smathers 18th. And that is it. Hopefully our race control will be able to get that figured out next week. Will should be back. We weren't able to get him in this week, but he should be able to help me out next week. And then hopefully I'll be able to have Bryce up in the booth with me a little bit more next week. So it should be a lot better, guys, and we'll get our PC issues worked out. So it was a great start of the season, and we will catch y'all later.
Goodbye.
I was even